DJ C-Dub in the mix. In the mix.
Check, 1, 2. Mic check. Good evening, everybody. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Appreciate y'all for coming in. Yeah, welcome to the Networth to Networth virtual event. Please, at this time, like and share. Invite everyone you know to jump on this event right now. Yeah. One time for Tay Lee. This presented to you by Tay Lee, the Money Maximizer, the Never Go Broke movement. Yeah. Also, shout out to our sponsor, Ignite Alabama, and also Corporate Facilities Management Inc. Let's go. Network to Networth. Yeah. Let's go.
Who's hot, who not? Tell me who rock, who sell out in the stores. You tell me who flop, who cop the blue drop, who jewels got blocks, who mostly Dolce down to the jewel top. The same old pimp, Mace, you know ain't nothing changed but my limp. Can't stop till I see my name on the blimp. Guarantee a million sales full of love of luck. You don't believe I'm all the world, double up. We don't play around, it's a bet, lay it down. Cause didn't know me 91, bet they know me now. I'm the young Harlem with the Goldie sound. Can't no PD. Hold me down, cooler, school me to the game, now I know my duty. Stay humble, stay low, blow like Woody. True pimp, spin no dough on the booty. And when you yell, there go Mace, there go your cutie.
They want from me, it's like the more money we come across, the more problems we see. I don't know what they want from me, it's like the
Yeah, one time for everybody just checking in. Please like and share. Invite your friends right now. Let's go.
BDY, I know you rather see me die than see me fly. I call all the shots, rip all the spots, rock all the rocks, cop all the drops. I know you're thinking now when all the ball stops. You never home, gotta call me on the yacht. 10 years from now, we'll still be on top. Yo, I thought I told you that we won't stop. Now, what you gonna do with a crew that got money much longer than yours? And a team much stronger than yours. Violate me, this a B.O. day. We don't play, mess around. Be on your way, cause it ain't enough time here. Ain't enough lime here for you to shine here. Deal with many women, but treat down's fair. And I'm bigger than the city lights down in Times Square. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know what they want from me. It's like the more money we come across, the more problems we see. I don't know what they want from me. It's like the more money we come across, the more problems we see.
B.I.G.P.O. PPA, no info for the DEA. Federal agents mad cause I'm flagrant. Tap myself and a phone in the basement. My team supreme, stay clean. Triple beam, miracle dream. I be that. Catch a seat at all events bent. In holsters, girls on shoulders, playboy. I told ya, me and Mike to me, bruise too much, I lose too much. Step on stage, the girls boo too much. I guess it's cause I'm with lame do too much. Me lose my touch, never that. If I did, ain't no problem to get the where the true players at. Throw your rollies in the sky, waving side to side. Keep your hands high while I do it all the eye. Player please, lyrically, you see, B.I.G. big coffee, jig on the cover of Fortune.
You make me happy. This you can bear. You sleep right beside me, yeah. And I won't forget.
Let's go, go. Let's go, y'all. What's up, Annette? Let's go.
Love you.
Birmingham, let's go.
You should know. I wanna make sure I'm right.
Network to net worth. Right now. Invite all your friends. Invite your family and your friends. Let's go.
We had a good time that we can say. We hurting each other, yeah. And boy, it's a shame. I won't be foolish, no. I wanna know. I wanna make sure I'm right, boy, before I let go. You know I thank God sun rises and shines on you. You know there's nothing I would not do. Oh, before I let you go. I would never let you go before I go.
There you go.
DJ C-Dub in the mix.
Hey, pull up to Coachella, boost with the ghost feathers. I brought the squad with me, black on black bandanas. I say it's champagne, I did the damn thing. Here did Diana, singing and dancing all in the rain. Ooh, I just wanna have a good time. Turn around, take it inside, and twirl that ass to the right now. Ooh, funny how drop, pop, cross your legs, turn around and clap, shuffle to the left, let's glide now. Ooh, drop it down low, 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 low to the floor. Bring it up, tap then roll. Step on them, step on them, step on them, step on them, kick on them, something you step. Swag the right, serve the left, work the middle till it hurt a little.
You got a $100 bill, get your hands up. You got a $50 bill, get your hands up. You got a $20 bill, get your hands up. You got a $10 bill, get your hands up. Single ladies, I can't hear y'all.
One time for everybody just checking in. Yeah, like and share. Network to network, yeah. Let's go. Shout out to Shayla Crawford. Yeah, one of our organizers. Let's go.
Yeah, baby, stop this. Scoop, face, never sing along.
Yep. What's up, Didi? What's up, KC? What up, Teresa? What's up, Ann? What's up, Kenya? Ignite, Alabama. What's going on?
Can't hear y'all.
To show me a love. Like this before.
What's your zodiac sign? What's your zodiac sign? I can't hear y'all. What's your zodiac sign? If you got long hair, get your hands up. If you got short hair, make noise. If you got long hair, get your hands up. If you got short hair, make noise. If you got long hair on your head, ladies. If you got long hair on your head. If you got long hair on your head, from your ear to your sleeve, even if you got a wig, can I get up?
Let's go.
Can I get up?
One time for California in the building. What's up, Atlanta?
Can I get up? Can I get
Yeah.
up?
South Carolina, what's going
To
on?
all my niggas that ain't hit it from the back, who wanna have sex with no strings.
Birmingham, what's up? Let's go.
Can I get up? Can I get up? Out! Out! Can I get up? Can I get up? Can I get up? Out! Out!
Engine number 9 on the New York Transit line. If my train goes off the track, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Let's go! Let's go! In the night, who in the night, out, out, who in the night, who in the night, who in the night, out, out. Stop playing, keep it moving. Stop playing, keep it moving. Stop playing, keep it moving.
I go on and on, can't understand how I last so long. I must have superpowers, rap 225,000 hours. Get a calculator, do the math. I made 1,000 songs that made you move, yeah. And for the last 300 months, I made 16 albums with me on the front, and they bump. Where you get your beats? I heard 93 rappers say like me. 2 singers and 10 comedians, and I'm still gonna yell it every time you see me in. What's my favorite word? Why they gotta say it like short? You know they can't play on my court, can't hang with the big dogs, stay on the porch. Blow the whistle.
One time for Gus from Alabama in the building. What's going on?
Blow the whistle.
Appreciate all y'all for tuning in. Network to network. Virtual event right now. Let's go.
Where you get that from?
Yeah.
I might spit one. Let me hit that
DJ
MC
C-Dub in the mix.
Spitting that B to the IMP. Bun B, that's Texas, baby. Ballin' G, that's Memphis, baby. Short dog, that's Oakland, baby. Ain't nothing but pimpin' these days, G. My C got locked up, but these real still know they got to give a what you say. Short dog with UGK. Do you really wanna be like me? Spit game like Snoop and T.I.P. Pretty girls in the VIP, they came with Dre. They don't need ID, blow the whistle.
Yeah, one time for all the business owners in here. Please shout out your business right now. Publicize your business right now. Let's go, let's go.
Your mind is gone, your brain is glazed. You've been wide awake for the last 3 days. Popping, it goes down for real. Don't stop, just keep rolling downhill. Crash and burn, can't stand, fall back. You're doing too much, you can't handle all that. Man, it's been way too long. Time to let the whole world play your songs. Like me, my gets around. Need a country come back and hit the town. I'm in Miami, New York, and ATL. Houston and LA, ask Dave Chappelle. Buy my rich, he got it from me and made $50 million. I'm proud of you, D. But I'm crazy, you don't wanna be like me. I come from me, Stokely, where the youngsters get hyped. Just blow it. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Too short. Up all night, baby. Album number 16. Y'all think
She used to work and clean the diamonds on a Monday. Only hit the club on Saturday and Sunday. I used to pull up every week, you should have seen her. The way she did it, nobody could do it cleaner. I seen her in a suit for my birthday, and I can tell you the reason it was Thursday. Now mama getting it in on the worst day. Now mama getting it in, she fit the school and the gym into a work day. I'm sprung, she got me doing the dishes. Elegant get down when the clip was to an extension. You so bad, yeah, you so vicious. I'm so glad that you not his chick. She wanted a nigga, he got the right one. I wanted a back, she looking like fun. Pull up on me, baby, and spend the night. I text saying I'm sprung, they right.
I can't let you go without me.
Shawty got me. Waiting on the mama tryna lock me. It can't be nobody if it's not me. I'm in the same spot that you dropped me.
I can't let you go without me.
Shawty got me. Waiting on the mama tryna
One
lock
time for
me.
Coleman's Lawn Service.
If it's not me,
Go, Ann.
I'm in the same spot that you
Yeah,
dropped
let's go.
me.
Drop your business right here. Drop your business right here. Night, Alabama. Let's go.
I like a bossy baby, I'm a boss you. I'm sprung in this room.
Say Lee, let's go.
You did it. Oh, did it.
Money maximize and never go broke.
So get in it.
Yeah.
Oh, bring it back. She put up your so me, she know how to make it clap, and make it clap, yo. I make it
Y'all
clap.
keep on liking and sharing.
Ladies asking how you
Like and share right now. Let's go.
How the umbrellas coming out of that door, how the front doors open up like the back doors. I be like, you ain't rich enough. You ain't come up this in the Lamborghini bikini on the beach sitting up. Now you bitching up. Now you bitch with us. She said that champagne nasty. Spit it up. Tori took one line of it a hot song. Now the chicks won't taste I am not gone. But it's been 5 times you ain't get short. Baby on the next song. I can't let you go without me.
Shawty got me. Waiting on the mama tryna lock me. It can't be nobody if it's not me. I'm in the same spot that you dropped me.
I can't go without me.
Shawty got me. Waiting on the mama tryna lock me. It can't be nobody if it's not me. I'm in the same spot that you dropped me.
You.
And you sprung me, baby, I sprung you. Yeah, undone me, baby, I'm a undo. I like a bossy, baby, I'm a boss you. I'm sprung in this room.
I put the new 4G's on the G. I tap into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause I'm a got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember hitting them all with the whole team. Now I can't
go.
a call cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning.
Y'all come on in, come on in. Say hi and shout out your business.
My body got me dripping.
What's up, Kenya?
Straight up
Kenya, the designer.
Big crib. If I got up on a lean,
www.kenyabuchanan.com.
I reach on all these, I didn't forget that.
She a dope designer, I know her.
Struggle, I didn't forget that.
Do your thing, let's go.
Maybe again now I can sit back. Deep know me now, cause I got them big racks. Cause I'm getting money now. I know you heard that. Young on the corner, bitch, I had to serve crack. Uncle fronted me some peas, had to get them birds back. We came up on dirty money, I gave it a bird back. Cut off the brain and I gave my the new goof. Either you running y'all gang or you suit. Got a New Orleans Tim and that voodoo. And I'm that now, who knew? I put the new 4G's on the G. I trap into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause I'm a got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember hitting them all with the whole team. Now I can't answer a call cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm rich, deep, salty. I've been waking up to get the money, whoa, whoa.
Got a bad jazz, daddy, whoa, whoa. Da Vinci to my toes, 2 twins on them both. I put her in new AP, the water like a boat. I was down bad on my dick, what was you niggas at? I know you turned your back on me just to get some wrecks. I seen you swerve back, cause I'm in the black back. New diamonds on me, a flash, this ain't Snapchat. Cause I been getting paid. Yellow diamonds on me look like lemonade. Got my baby mama that new Bentayga. Tryna get a dojo like a sensei. Rolls Royce umbrellas when I'm in the rain. I just mind my business. I got brothers that did the time, I ain't kidding. All these rappers just talk about it, I live it. Going up, I ain't got no sky limit, yeah. I trap into the bloody vibes is underneath. Shut up, man. Got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my G.
Let's go. Network to network, yeah.
Everybody
like it, share, let's go.
Roll on. I know shorty and she doesn't want no slow song. Had a man last year, life goes on. Haven't let the thing loose, girl, in so long. You been inside, know you like to lay low. I've been peeping what you bringing to the table. Working hard, girl, everything paid for. First, last, phone.
What's up, Tree?
Hard, no cable.
Unbossedapparel.com, let's go.
Angles, with your phone out, snapping like you fake.
Dope tees,
showing off.
dope clothing, let's get it.
You showing off, but it's all
So we got Alicia Taylor, let's go.
Yeah.
Alicia D. Taylor, AAA Tailored Investments, yeah. Website, TaylorDinvest.com.
That's a real one in your reflection, without a follow, without a mention.
Y'all keep them coming.
Really piping up on these. You gotta be nice for what to these.
Let's go.
You got 100 bands, you got a baby band, you got some bad friends. High school pics, you was even bad then. You ain't stressing off no lover in the past tense, you already had them. Work at 8 a.m., finish round 5. All down, you don't see them outside. Yeah, they don't really be the same offline. You know dog days, you know hard times. Doing overtime for the last month. Saturday, call the girls, get them gassed up. Gotta hit the club, gotta make that jump. Gotta hit the club like you hit them angles. With your phone out, snapping like you Fable. And you showing off, but it's alright. And you showing off, but it's alright. It's a short life.
Yo, boy!
Watch the breakdown.
DJ C-Dub in the mix.
Gotta make that, gotta make that, gotta make that, gotta make that, gotta make that,
Let's go. We're still on this thing, network to network.
Cash Money Records taking over.
Like and share with your friends, like and share right now. Let's go.
This back yeah, make it roll, spin this cash yeah. This last yeah, girls proud with the pass yeah. They mad yeah, you could ride in the Jag yeah. With that yeah, you can smoke a fire bag yeah. A crash yeah, got money I can flash yeah. And trash yeah, I'm a bitch, I'm a player yeah. Gun spray yeah, I play head a flipper yeah. Great Billy yeah, like I be slinging wood yeah. I'm out the hood yeah, let it be understood yeah. It's all good yeah, y'all like gas, give me low yeah. On the hard yeah, you a smooth here broad yeah. I want to draw yeah, what you can do a trick yeah. On the stick yeah, you claiming you want a bitch yeah. That ain't it yeah, I'm the daddy with the money yeah. Don't make money yeah, got birds that I'm running yeah. About 100 yeah, girl you look good, want to back that thing up. You a big fine woman, want to back that thing up. Come and big daddy when you back that thing up. Girl, who is you playing with? Back that thing up. Girl, you look good, want to back that thing up. You a big fine woman, want to back that thing up. Come and big daddy when you back that thing up. Girl, who is you playing with? Back that thing up. Girl, you look good, want to back that thing up. You a big fine woman, want to back that thing up. You gotta keep it back, yeah. Make me laugh, yeah. Make them play, wanna grab, yeah. All the grab, yeah. I'm sweating in the crowd, yeah. All long, yeah. Wanna walk it like a dog, yeah. Break you off, yeah. Get mine, you don't get church, yeah. That for sure, yeah. You're messing with my nerves, yeah. To the curb, yeah. I know you women know, yeah. Ain't a show, yeah. But the truth, they got some more, yeah. I'm about to flow, yeah. Fresh walk on the beach, yeah. For the street, yeah. We be making heat, yeah. After heat, yeah. The chest in night, yeah. I wanna bite, yeah. I can hit it right, yeah. All night, yeah. Wanna bring it to my house, yeah. On the couch, yeah. Knock the out, yeah. Get them out, yeah. I wanna see a show, oh yeah, bend it low, yeah. Let me run it in the hole, yeah. Make it know, yeah. Girl, you look good, want to back that thing up. You's a big fine woman, want to back that thing up. You call me Big Daddy when you back that thing up. Girl, who is you playing with? Back that thing up. Girl, you look good, want to back that thing up. You's a big fine woman, want to back that thing up. You call me Big Daddy when you back that thing up. Girl, who is you playing with? Back that, back that, back that.
Get money. Get money. Get money.
I think that's why we here today. Yeah, get money, network to network. Let's go. Yeah.
You wanna sit more on my living room floor, play Nintendo with Seasonino. Pick up my phone, say Papa not home, sex all night, bad head in the morning. Spin my V, smoke all my weed, tattoo on Tata, saying Big Papa. I tell you wanna be my main sweet baby, don't you? You wanna give me what I need? Won't you picture life as my wife? Just think, full left mix, fat X and old mix, bracelets to match. Conversation was all that. Showed you the safe combinations and all that. Guess you could say you's the one I trusted. Who would ever think that you would spread like mustard? Things got hot, you sent feds to my spot. Took me to court, tried to take all I got. Another intricate plot. The tramp said I raped her. Damn, why she pick me for my paper, my Moschino hole, my Versace hottie. Come to find out, he was hitting everybody. You knew about me, the fake ID. Cases in Virginia, body in DC. Will always be, that's what I get for tricking. Came out on bail, commenced the ass kicking. Licking the door, waving the 4-4. Oh, you heard a Papa, don't hit me no more. Disrespect my clique, my game's imperial. Mess around and made a milk box material. You feel me? Stealing chips, running your lips, cause of you, I'm on some real.
What you say? Let's go. Keep on liking and sharing with your friends right now. Friends and family. Get them in here. Yeah, let's go. DJ C-Dub in the mix. Network to network. Virtual event going down right now. Hey, let's go.
Better grab a seat, grab on it quick as this chick get deep. Deep within the other girl 6 feet. Stiff ones feel sweet in this little petite. Young trick from the street, guaranteed to stay down. Used to bring work out of town on Greyhound. Now I billboard down. Ballers press to hit it. Play me like a chicken, thinking I'm stressed to get it. Rather do the driving than the stick up tricks. Or rather count a million while you eat my push me to the limit, get my feelings in it. Get me open while my tongue is down your throat then. You wanna be my main street, baby? Don't you? You wanna get between my knees, baby? Don't you wanna see me whipping your 3 down the ass? Blow up spots on chickens because I'm mad. Break up affairs cause you know I don't care. You get vexed and start singing everywhere. Me shifty, now you wanna flip and hit me. Pull out, that's fine, I'll just hop on mine. So what now? I ain't got time to clown for what trick? I ain't got time for this. Now you wanna buy me diamonds in the money suits. Agent in the genie and Chanel 9 things to make up for all the games and the lies. On my card saying I apologize. Is you with me? How could you ever deceive me? But payback's for real. Believe me, nah, I ain't slow. This ain't no bimbo flow. Just a little something to let you play and hate us know.
What you say, 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 What you say,
Shawty made that cut, she don't need no applause. High fashion, like Goya, G-Wagon, or the Rover. I put some ice on you cause you got a cold heart. I know I gotta keep my shawty on go. Drop that to the floor, yeah. Whoa. You ain't gotta do it none of these no more. If we hop in the Benz, is that okay? Is it okay if I call you my pride, babe? I ain't no player, I just got a lot of babe. But let me tell you, I like you a lot, babe. I wanna start at the top and the bottom, babe. Now you want the shoe with the red at the bottom, babe. You know I like when you right at the top, babe. She wants your name and D-Yo-Yo. I'm only doing cash, I don't need promo. I pull up to the high rise, I'm in the 4-4. Inside Coco. If I got a feeling, I keep it inside my heart. And I keep a pedicure cause I don't do facade. You can see my diamonds even when I'm in the dark. And since you got it, it make you go and do anything you want. Shawty made that clap, she don't need no applause. High fashion, like Goya, G-Wagon, or the Rover. I put some ice on you cause you got a cold heart. I know I gotta keep my shawty on go.
Drop that to the floor, yeah. Whoa. You ain't gotta do it none of these no more. If we hop in the Benz, is that okay? Is it okay if I call you my pride, babe? I ain't no player, I just got a lot of pay. But let me tell you, I like you a lot, babe. I wanna start at the top and the bottom, babe. Now you want the shoe with the red at the bottom, babe. You know I like when you right at the top, babe. If I hit it front and back, she gon' hit the sidewalk. If she got a best friend with her, take her back to Milo. Got a 5 in the morning, wildin'. And the name ain't Megan, but she a stallion. Never keep my divided. Remember I was pulling up in the valley. You know I take her so when she ride. Sweater in the dark Enzo. Shawty know to drop it low like a limo. Every time we kick it like tempo. Shawty made that clap, she don't need no applause. I put some ice on you cause you got a cold heart. I know I gotta keep my shorty on go. Drop that to the floor, yeah.
Where the ladies at, yeah. Where the ladies at, yeah. Where the ladies at, where the ladies at, where the ladies at.
Let's go. Keep on shouting those businesses out. Shout out your business right now.
Where the ladies at, where the ladies.
Yeah, let's go. Hope y'all staying safe out there. Yeah. Let's go.
Go down, baby. Go down, baby. Go down, baby. Go down, go down, baby. Go down, baby. Go down, baby. Go down, go down, baby. Go down, baby. Go down, baby. Go down, go down, baby. Go down, baby. Go down, baby.
All man go them can't take it no more. All man go them can't take it no more. All man go them can't take it no more. Back body woman on the dance floor.
It's DJ C-Dub in the mix.
Honestly, if I tell you what you wanna know, love, there ain't another, don't want no other lover. I'll put nothing above you, I kick them to the gutter. You try to shake me, wind up loving me crazy now. Look at us lately and tell them who's your lady. I never thought you'd be the one, make me shine brighter than the sun. There ain't no ups and downs, no winning outs, you're here right now. If you want me to stay, I'll never leave. If you want me to stay, we'll always be. If you want me to stay, love endlessly. If you want me to stay, if you want me to stay, and I believe you. Now you're loving that, we're happy, it's a fact. Can nothing hold us back? We got this in the bag. There ain't no maybes, no question, love you daily now. Look at us lately and tell them who's your lady. I never thought you'd be the one, make me shine brighter than the sun. There ain't no ups and downs, no winning outs, you're here right now. If you want me to stay, I'll never leave. If you want me to stay, we'll always be. If you want me to stay, love endlessly. If you want me to stay, if you want me to stay, and I believe you.
This is how we do it.
Down to Ignite, Alabama. Let's go, let's go.
This is how we do it. It's Friday night, and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side, so I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. Hit the shop cause I'm faded. Honey's in the streets, say money, yo, we made it. It feels so good in my hood tonight. The summertime skirts and the guys ain't canine. All the gangbangers forgot about the drive-by. You gotta get your groove on before you go get paid. So tip up your cup and throw your hands up and let me hear the party say, I'm kinda buzzed and it's all because this is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody does. This is how we do it. To all my neighbors, you got much flavor. This is how we do it. Let's flip the track, bring the old school back. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. All hands are in the air and wave from here to there. If you're an OG Mac or a wannabe player, you see the hood's been good to me ever since I was a lowercase G. But now I'm a big G. The girls see I got the money, $100 bill, y'all. If you were from where I'm from, then you would know that I gotta get mine in a big black truck. You can get yours in a 6-4. Whatever it is, the party's underway. So tip up your cup and throw your hands up and let me hear the party say, I'm kinda buzzed, so because this is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody does. This is how we do it. To all my neighbors, you got much flavor. This is how we do it. Let's flip the track, bring the old school back. This is how we do it.
Top rolling on my wrist, diamonds up and down my chain. Cardi B straight stunning, can't tell me nothing. Bossed up and I changed the game. It's my big bronze boogie, got all them girls shook. My big fat, got all them boys cooked. We're from dollar bills, now we popping rubber bands. Bruno sang to me while I do my money dance like, hey. Flexing on the ground like, hey. It's the Lil Jon, okay. Oh yeah, we dripping up and that's getting paid.
Ooh, don't we look good together? There's a reason why they watch all night long.
1, 2, 1, 2, let's go.
Yeah, I know we'll turn heads forever.
What's up, Jaquisha Jonay?
Tonight I'm gonna show
Petals of Love Outreach.
when I'm walking with you.
www.petalsofloveoutreach.com. Colorado, let's go.
I'm blaming all your measurements. Shut down on sight.
Go, y'all.
That's right.
Keep on liking and sharing. Like and share. Tell your friends to come on in and promote their biz right now. Go Lamar Story. LifeTouchAL.com. Let's go. What's up, your bond? Royalty Tax LLC. Get at 'em.
Slow it down for me, baby. Cause I love the way it feels when we cry. Yeah, our connection's so magnetic on the floor. Nothing can stop us tonight. When I'm walking with you, I watch the whole world change. Baby, that's what you do. No, my baby, don't play. Blaming on my confidence. I'm blaming all your measurements. Shut down on sight. That's right. Out here tripping with finesse. It don't make no sense. Out here tripping with finesse. You know it, you know. Out here tripping with finesse. It don't make no sense. Out here tripping with finesse. You know it, you know.
Y'all know what this is. My mind was changed. I'm glad you made intoxicated. Your vibes amaze. Feel the love in the air, baby, you know. In a rush, we've been at it where the time goes. You gonna have to show me now, cause I done had one too many dreams. And I know that you feel me the way I've been feeling you. And it's cool that you got a motive. And I think
It's been real, y'all. DJ C W the mix. Y'all have a good time tonight. Let's go.
Hello, 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 hello. Can y'all hear me? Yes, I hope everybody can see and they can hear me. You all have been waiting patiently for tonight for Network to Net Worth. We're going to give you all and everything that you ever wanted to learn about becoming not only a millionaire, but a multimillionaire, but just how to grow your business in general. So we have all of this for you. If you all don't know who I am, my name is Tay Lee, and I am the founder of Never Go Broke. Never Go Broke is a financial literacy company. We serve preteens into adulthood as well as school systems, corporations, and entrepreneurs. We give them all the foundation to become successful in managing their money for the future. We give them financial blueprints, financial education, seminars, games that give them a fun learner's atmosphere, and workshops that give them step-by-step hands-on training. And what does that do for you all? It allows you all to build generational wealth and not generational debts. And tonight on this panel, I hope you all are just as excited as I am. We have 3 awesome people for you tonight. 3 awesome. Did y'all hear that? I said 3 awesome people for you tonight. We have Jeremy Splatling, we have Tiffany Williams, and we have Bryant Spencer. They will be on here with us tonight. They all are awesome people. They know how to not only make money, but how to make money into awesome money and not only make millions, but multi-millionaires. So we're going to bring them onto the screen. We're going to have this awesome conversation. And so if you all have any questions for them, make sure you list them in the chat so we can get as much information about them as possible. Because you know what? Everybody doesn't have friends that are millionaires. Or everybody doesn't have friends that are awesome business people. Everybody doesn't have friends that are doing things that we cannot do. We all have businesses. Some of us may be singlenaires. Some of us may be hundredaires. Some of us may be millionaires. And some of us may be multimillionaires. So we're going to bring them on camera tonight. Any questions that you have, please list them in the comments because we want you to learn as much as you can as possible. Because why? Tell me why, y'all. Do y'all know why? You know why? I know why. Because your net worth determines your net worth. So we're going to go around the board. We're going to ask questions. Please list any questions that you have in the comments. So we'll start up at the top. Jeremy Spratling, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jeremy Spratling, born and raised in Talladega, Alabama. I started my educational career at Alabama State University. I went there for about 2 years. Left there, went to Auburn University at Montgomery, received my undergraduate degree in my BS in economics. Left there, worked in the corporate field for a while, graduated from the LSU Graduate School of Banking in 2004, worked in corporate finance, wealth management, private wealth management for several years. I've operated a few companies, but my company that I've had the most success with, corporate facilities management. We provide janitorial, floor care, and facility maintenance services from Ohio down throughout the Southeast. We have about 3 offices in the South, have about 140, 150 employees. And that's the main gist of what we do, providing excellent customer service and taking care of our clients. Anything that our clients would contract out, anything that's not in their core competency, they give it to us to take care of for them. And we've found a large level of success with handling and taking care of that. So in a nutshell, that's who I am. I enjoy fishing, love family time, love running, love working out, love CrossFit, benchmark CrossFit there in Bessemer. Work out there a lot, compete with those guys a lot there. My beautiful wife, my daughter, Jasmine, she's 16, and my son, Jeremy II, he's 13. So a lot of family time, a lot of cooking. Anybody that knows me knows I love to cook, love to do business, love to do good business, make good money, and love family time. So that's me.
everything about him. He has Corporate Facilities Management Incorporated. Did y'all hear him? He has 150 employees and all the things that he loves to do. So now next up, we have the awesome, we just love Black Girl Magic, right? Black Girl Magic. Yes. So we have the awesome Tiffany Williams on. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, Tiffany.
Hello, everyone. I'm super excited to be here. My name is Tiffany Williams. I'm an online business coach, and I help women start profitable online businesses so that they can exit their 9-to-5, right? So I have been working for myself full-time for 7 years and just kind of doing my own thing, And a couple of years after that, one of my I think it was college students. I used to teach college students, came up to me and was like, hey, what do you do for a living? I always see you traveling, I see you working from your bed. What do you do? And so I started to tell her what I did. And a couple of weeks later, somebody else asked me the same thing. So I decided to start a Facebook group to answer everybody's questions at one time, right? And that group is called Rich Girl Collective. So 4 years ago, I started Rich Girl Collective, and now we have a group of 38,000 women from around the world. And basically, I teach women how to start all kinds of businesses, whether they want to start a t-shirt brand, an online boutique, their own line of planners, digital products. I teach it all. I've done it all. I teach it all. And I absolutely love, love, love what I do because I am able to utilize, I went to school for business management and marketing. Like I said, I taught college students and now I teach. My youngest student is 8. My oldest student is 66. So I teach all ranges and I just absolutely love what I do. I've been doing it for a while. So that's what I do. In my free time, I also am a fitness fanatic. I love to work out. I love anything that gets my heart pumping. So I love to work out. I love to travel, and family is number one for me. I'm a new mom. I have a 5-month-old named Story, and I absolutely adore her. And that's me.
Yes. So we have the awesome Tiffany on here tonight. So that is so
Thank
awesome.
you.
I just think you're so dope. I just love my Black Girl Magic.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
You see that?
Yes, I see it. I see it, girl.
And then we have Brian Spencer. Brian Spencer is all things awesome. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Brian Spencer.
Hey, hello, everyone. My apologies for not being able to join you on camera. I'm having some technical difficulties. My apologies. But just a little bit about me. I'm a retail subject matter expert. I've been in the industry for over 20 years, working for various Fortune 100 companies in the retail space. And that deals with from anything from product development, category management, field operations, and so forth. And currently now I'm at a Fortune 5 organization. And I've spent a lot of time giving a similar background to the other two individuals, distinguished individuals that you've heard before me. I am a native of Alabama. I went to Alabama State University. I have my undergrad in business administration with a concentration in marketing. And I also have my MBA from MIT. So it's a pleasure of mine to be with you guys tonight. And I look forward to hearing all that you have to offer. And if you have any questions, feel free to capture my information and reach out to me at any time during or after this presentation night. Thank you.
So yes, that is super duper awesome. So we're gonna get into the nitty gritty, answer any questions that most people are thinking. So how did you actually get started in your business? Anybody is welcome to go first.
I can start. I kind of mentioned it before, but the way I got started is I was working for a daily deal site. I was working for Living Social, which is Groupon's competitor. And I didn't hate my job, but I didn't love my job either. And I was just working so hard for someone else. And I said, you know what, there's got to be another way. Even though I don't hate my job, I don't have time to spend with family, travel, do all the things that I want to do. So I want to start my own business, especially that's what I went to school for. So I started kind of like researching, doing things online, watching people, following people, and I just jumped. I decided to jump. Let's just go ahead on and start it, right? So I jumped, and like in 3 months, I started making the same thing I was making at my 9 to 5. So I was like, well, look, if I'm making the same thing, I can do this full time. So I did what I don't advise people to do. I just quit. Like, I just quit cold turkey. I just quit, right? But I had a support system, so I was able to go ahead on and do that. So I just quit. I went all in, right? I went all in, and I mean, I was literally able to replace my income while I was at the 9 to 5. So that's kind of how I got started. And I got started selling t-shirts. I started a t-shirt brand, and t-shirts are always popular. They have always been popular, but print on demand was getting really, really popular. This was years ago. And I was following this guy, and he was talking about building, Facebook groups up, and pick a particular niche that you love. And I picked the niche that I love, which is Yorkies, because I have a Yorkie. Built the group up to 100,000 people and started selling to them. And I was making money, and I'm like, this is easy. I can do this, right? And that was my first start. And like I said, I was doing that. I started doing some things on Amazon, and I was like all over the place doing this, that, and the other. And, like I said, someone came up to me and was like, hey, what do you do? And I started the Facebook group. I started answering questions. And let me tell you, I was that person who was like, I'm not going to get on camera. I don't like how I look on camera. I'm not doing it. Well, after like a month, I did my first live stream in my group, and I sold something, and I made like $4,000. And I was like, I'm going to get on camera every night if I have to, and that's how I got to where I am now. So my Facebook group has been kind of like my bread and butter that is my marketing strategy of how I promote my business, mainly through a Facebook group. And, I'm just continuing it to build and help more people.
Okay, so you said you originally started with t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
You started your group. So do you still do t-shirts now, or is it?
No, I only teach digital classes now. So I teach other people how to do it now. So I went from just selling physical products like t-shirts. I had an online boutique and things like that, to teaching people how to start their own. So that's kind of what I do now, all digital products.
Okay, so that's super dope. So I guess my big question for you was, what do you feel like the turning point was when it came to your business for you to get to where you're at now?
Oh, that's a good question. So my turning point was realizing that nothing is going to be perfect. To go ahead on and get started and jump, because I was that person in the beginning where it's like, I gotta have the perfect logo, and I have to have the perfect website, and everything has to be perfect before I get started. But then that's how a lot of people, they never get started, because they're trying to make everything so perfect, and they're just pushing the date back to get started. So that was the turning point for me. Go ahead on and get started. Go ahead on and jump. And as you go, perfect things then. I have a hashtag in my group that I say, #perfect is for the broke. If you want to continue to be broke, continue trying to make things perfect. So go ahead. Even the big brands do it. They launch stuff, and then they come back and say, oh, we should have fixed this, or we need to fix that. So just go ahead on and launch it. That was my turning point. Don't make it perfect. Go ahead on and launch it and fix it as you go.
Perfect.
Awesome sauce. So Jeremy, I want to ask you that same question. How did you get started, and what was your turning point?
Yeah, the way I got started, well, a couple things. My mother always taught me growing up, always have your own and own your own. That was major for me. And working in corporate America, at some point, you're going to hit that glass ceiling. We hate to say it. We hate to open our eyes to it. But being an African-American male in the financial world, I mean, you're going to start hitting that ceiling. So I just had an opportunity at one point that I could start my own company. It just came out of happen chance. I don't know anything about this industry that I'm in at that particular time, but I saw an opportunity. A lot of us see opportunities, and we don't act upon those opportunities. I'm not sure if our eyes just aren't open to them. We're scared. It's whatever the reason may be. But when you see an opportunity, at some point in your life, you have to take a chance. No matter who you are or what's going on, take that deep breath and take a chance on it. I love guiding my own path, being the creator of my own destiny. That's number one. And also in America, number one way to wealth is small business ownership. That's the fastest and the most guaranteed way to get to wealth is owning your own company. I knew that in the industry and field I was in. I worked with a lot of people that had their own businesses, that created wealth on their own. They took chances, took risks, and the greater the risk, the greater the reward. And I was fine with that. So I had an opportunity one day, went and read about 4 or 5 books in regards to the industry that I'm in. Right, and just probably, I guess maybe 30 days after that, formed the LLC, started the company, got a few contracts going, started growing it. And actually, I didn't take it seriously until after about 2 years later, when my accountant, we sat down with the accountant to do the taxes. He said, "Hey, you have a business that's growing. You really need to take this seriously because it's going to get out of hand at some point. And typically, when businesses get to a certain level of revenue, when they get to $200,000, $250,000 a year in revenue, owners, they pull back, or they put their nose down and fight forward to break through that point. And a lot of people get to that point where you have a full-time job, but you have this business that's going, and you can't manage both. So you have to make a decision, or it'll drive you crazy. It'll just wear you out, and you're only one person. So I made the decision. I said, "Hey, I've been doing this for a couple of years. I can quit my full-time daytime job in corporate America, wearing a pretty white shirt every day, drinking coffee half the day, punching around on the computer, and I can go do my own thing, be my own boss, my own owner, build my own wealth. I can go forward and do that." So I chose the latter, and it's worked out. It's worked out well for us, for me and for my family and for my friends and the people around me. So that's kind of sort of how I got where I am. Is every day a good day? Being a business owner? Not at all. I tell everybody, you have more troubles, headaches, and pains being a business owner. I would take these troubles, headaches, and pains over being in a corporate field any day of the week. It's a whole different feel, whole different vibe, whole different atmosphere. I love these pains. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Okay, that is super duper awesome. So, Brian, tell us, how do you feel about, I guess, transitioning from the corporate world or being in the corporate world to the business world, or how has the corporate world helped you about actually starting to transition to the corporate world?
Yeah. Oh no, thank you. No, you're absolutely right. You know, when I sit here and I listen to Jeremy and Shayla, and I hear all that inspiring things of how they left the corporate world to start their own business and things of that nature. I think about it from this standpoint, as far as being at a Fortune 5 company, you know, a 256, $300 billion company. One of the things I've always looked for and admired is like small business, like Jeremy just talked about. That is the backbone of America. And we need to focus on that to grow that. And I admire them. And although I'm not part of that sector, what I do from a corporate standpoint is try to figure out how do I bolster that or be a philanthropist for it through a larger corporation. How do I provide opportunities for those mid-level to small businesses to kind of keep them thriving and growing? And when I think about, you know, the different avenues from being an entrepreneur, one of the things that come to mind is like, and you heard Jeremy say this a lot as well as Shayla, is like, I had a starting point. I started in a corporation and I kind of honed my skills, and then I became an entrepreneur. So I think one of the things that may be missing or that you can take advantage of is being an entrepreneur is like, let people pay for your education for you. Start out in the corporate sector. Earn a paycheck while you're learning. You know, how do you garnish those skills and minimize your risk? It's okay to extend your education beyond high school, college, etc., and go into the working world to learn whatever your passion is, whatever your desire is. Let people pay you for that while you're building that skill to go out and venture on your own, no matter what it may be. And so I decided to remain on this corporate side, not because I am fortunate enough again to be with a Fortune 5 company, but also to find those little things or those niches in the marketplace to drive or bring through this corporate incentive, find ways to partner with corporate organizations, but also to be a mentor for them and show them that, hey, you don't have to just jump into the deep end of the pool. You can actually hone your skills. You can learn how to wade the waters and then emerge even more successfully. And I also do side ventures as well. And I'm learning from this group as well. Like maybe one day I want to be an entrepreneur, and I'm going to look at these individuals that are on this panel tonight to be my mentors, to kind of get me out of this realm and to be that serial entrepreneur like these individuals have become to this day. So that's how I think about it. I think about giving back. How do I help them? How do they foster their relationships? Because all of them can probably say, without relationships, you're not going to go far. So you need that at the end of the day to build your business, build your brand, build awareness to become successful in whatever endeavor you want to do.
All right, so that's good stuff. So tonight you have heard from Black Girl Magic. You've heard from Black Male Magic, and then you've also heard from Black Male Magic ×2 on the corporate side. So each one of these people have different businesses of their own. They're growing, they're learning. They are like masters in their crafts. So Jeremy Spratling, he's telling you how he did it. Tiffany Williams is telling you how she did it. And Brian Spencer is telling you how he did it. These are all things that you have to learn and understand when it comes to networking, to your net worth, positioning yourself around people, seeing if they can actually help you. Jeremy said that while he was doing his business, he was learning. Brian said he's still learning while he's doing that. Tiffany said she was learning and then she figured out what her actual niche was while she was doing it. So between all of this, we're actually trying to figure out like how exactly it would go. But each one of them are masters in their craft. So I think that is super duper awesome. We do have a question though. Yolanda Rab, she asked the question, what is the best small business to start?
I can take that one. So this is how
What's the question again?
What's the best small business to start? So I'll let both of y'all answer. Tiffany go first and then you'll go second.
Okay, so
what was the question, Tay?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
I know Tiffany can hear me. Can you hear me, Spratling?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay, so the question was, what is the best small business to start? Tiffany's going to go first and then we'll let you go second.
Okay, so I am one of those people who definitely think that you should start a business based on something that you enjoy. And here's why. A lot of people start businesses based on, okay, I can make a lot of money in that field, but that's the wrong way to do it. The reason being is because if you start a business based on just the money aspect of it, then you're ultimately going to be doing something that you don't enjoy, right? Most of the time, a lot of people leave their job for freedom and for money, right? So if you start something that you don't love, it's going to be like you're starting another job because you don't enjoy doing it, right? And if it's something that you have to do day in and day out, it's going to come across to your customers and clients that you really don't enjoy doing it, right? So I would always say, take inventory of what you enjoy doing, what's your passion, what are you good at, what do you do better than anybody else, what do people always ask you for advice on? That's the business that you should start.
Can't hear you.
Okay, my bad. So the question was, what is the best small business to start? Tiffany said, go ahead and start what you love. Because if you don't start what you love, you'll do it and you'll feel like it's a job. But if you start off with what you love, you'll eventually start to transition, even if it's something else. Is that correct, Tiffany? Can't hear you.
Yes, kind of on top of that as well. So you want it to be something that you enjoy, but you also want to do some research and make sure that there are people out there who want whatever it is that you're thinking about. So you have to do your research, right? Don't just jump into anything, because different businesses have their advantages and disadvantages. So you have to do some research. So you want to find out if there's a need for whatever it is that you're thinking about. Is there a need? Is there a passion? Are people willing to spend money in that particular niche? So research is big, but make sure it's something that there's a need for, right? A need or passion, something that you can help people solve a problem with. And then the other part of it, make sure it's something that you're going to be enjoying it, because you have to do it day in and day out. I absolutely love what I do. It's not like it's I just love it. I would do it even if I didn't get paid for it.
And so that's dope. They always say that. I always hear, do something you would love to do and you don't get paid for it. So that's always good. Yep. Okay, so Jeremy, what do you feel like is the best small business to actually start?
Yeah, in regards to that question, two things. I think, I have a different motivation. I have a financial motivation in everything I do. I love people that want to change the world, want to help the world. That's not me. I'm financially motivated, first and foremost. I'll just let everyone know that. But also, I give a little story. I had I mentored several small business owners. I had a lady. It was maybe 2-3 years ago. She said, "Hey, want to start a business?" Boom. I said, "Oh, great. What do you want to start?" She said, "I'm gonna send you a list of a couple of things that I'm thinking about." I thought it'd be maybe 1 or 2 things. This young lady sent me a list of about 50 different businesses that she thought about starting. We had a little conversation. I said, "Oh, it doesn't work like this." I said, "Out of that 50, get that down to 25. Out of that 25, get it down to 10. Out of that 10, get down to 5. Out of that 5, pick 1 or 2. Then we can have a discussion about that. I don't have time to talk to you about 50 different things that you may want to start or that you may feel." And like I said, I wanted to be a business owner for many years before I even started a business. And I think the hardest thing for a person, an entrepreneur, is trying to decide what you want to do. Because you may have 3 or 4 things that you may want to do, but picking that one and putting all of your energy into it, and then that one thing may not turn out to be the right thing. And then you're sitting in the bed at night thinking, I should have done this other thing. You go back and forth over that for years and years and years because you're thinking, hey, I should have done this, I should have done that, or what should I do? And you're trying to decide on a business to jump into, and you look up 5 years have gone by, 10 years have gone by, 15 years, and you haven't done anything. So I think the most important thing is whatever you want to do that you can settle your heart with, that you want to put your passion and desires in. Like Tiffany said, find something that you have a desire to do, lock in on it, and make it happen. There are millions and millions and millions of businesses out here. You can pick something that you may not have the necessary, this heartfelt passion for it, but you can dive into it and feel good about it. You can still make it happen. You can make a good living at it, and you can make it work. And then once you make that successful, maybe you can jump into something else that you may really, really want to do. Something that's philanthropic, something that may not make as much money, but you have fun doing it. But get this one thing up and going, then hop into something else. So that's what I would offer.
Okay, so Brian, so that's Jeremy, that's really good. So Tiffany and Jeremy, they are both same status wise, but they both have different reasons of why they actually did what they did and how it's supposed to come. So Tiffany said, do what you love. Jeremy said, do what you love, but don't do what you love and hate it, but money may be the motivation. So you need to do all of them. So go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, no, there's definitely some common and universal themes around that. Like what Tiffany and Jeremy were saying is that you have to be passionate about it. The passion keeps you up at night. The passion keeps you motivated. The passion keeps you hungry. It's not necessarily about the money. And when I say it's not about the money, at the end of the day, it's the end goal, the end game. But I remember, like I said, I have side projects, although like I said, I work for a Fortune 5 company. But one of my business partners and other ventures that I do, he said, wow, we should open laundromats. And Tay, forgive me for being this explicit when I say this in this part. He's like, we should open laundromats. You can make a lot of money in it. And I said, yeah, but I don't want to wash nobody's drawers. I don't want to do that. I have no passion for it. So I don't care how much money it makes. I'm not waking up every morning thinking about somebody else's underwear. That's not what I want to do. So at the end of the day, even if it makes money, you have to be passionate about it because you got to stay on that grind. You're going to give some type of investment into it, whether it's time, money, or other kind of resources. And the only thing I would say, once you find your passion, if you're an early stage entrepreneur, like I've said before, find organizations that are going to pay for it for you to own that skill. One of the people when I say admire, that's an overstatement. But one of the things that this individual did is he grew up in a small town, and he's actually a well-known player. I just said, it's LeBron James. He put his whole team on, but what he made his team do was go and get those skills. So before he ended up going with Rich Paul and his current sports management company, he had Rich Paul work for the agent he had at the time to hone that skill. And now they're recruiting other athletes, such as Anthony Davis. So how do you use or leverage corporate America to hone the skill for your passion? And again, it has to be about your passion, which both Jeremy and Tiffany said. You have to be passionate about it because that's what's gonna make you hungry and make you successful. Do not do anything that you don't have a passion for. Again, there are a lot of money in washing other people's clothes, but I don't want to wash other people's clothes. So sorry, Tay. Sorry for being so graphic about that.
No, I'm glad you said it because that gives a perspective on everybody's forefront. So we are totally awesome when you said that. So I enjoyed it. You have one opinion is not enough. Multiple opinions are great. So we do actually love that. So let me ask you this one last question before we, tidy up this part. What did you do to actually get to your first 100-air, 1,000-air, millionaire, multi-millionaire, and so on? Like, what were some strategies that you put in place in order to make it happen? Like, what can you give the viewers out there to let them know that this is what you need to do in order to get there?
Go ahead. Can I go first on this one? Because again, these other entrepreneurs are serial entrepreneurs. Again, I'm a corporate guy, so I they'll have a lot more insight to this. For me personally, I knew that, or I wanted to have corporate success. Although I have entrepreneurship and philanthropy in the back of my mind, I said I wanted to hone my chops in the corporate world. So I'm not on the level of these individuals. Again, I'm just that normal employee as you would see doing the rat race, et cetera, and so on. But however, I figured out for me, I'm going to let it teach me and give me things that I normally would not have had, such as how do you explore the world? I'm from Alabama, just like Jeremy, and I think Tiffany is as well. And I've had the opportunity to travel the world on somebody else's dime. So for me, it was all about, and I'm going to say this on the record, how do I exploit corporate America to give me personal gains and satisfaction and so forth? And I'm doing a pretty good job at that. It does not necessarily give you or lend to you the entrepreneurship of it, but I call it an entrepreneur. I've been able to start businesses within my organization and using their capital to fund my ventures. And the great thing about that is if it works out, awesome, great. You get promotions, you get raises, et cetera, so on. If it does not work, oh, well, I did not lose any money on it, but I kept going and so forth. So for me, I'll say I just use that, again, not an entrepreneur, but an entrepreneur standpoint. That's something that I wanted, and that's what I continue to do to this day. So I'll let the others get back on the format of the platform that it's meant for today.
Hey, can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. So he gave us his standpoint. Brian says, make sure you use corporate America to actually get where you want to be when it comes to entrepreneurship. So Tiffany, how do you feel about all of it?
I think for me is most people, they, decide what kind of business that they're going to start. They get everything together, they launch their business, and then they try to find their audience to buy stuff from them. And they'll get support sometimes from their family and friends, but then after that, it's nothing. For me, I did it the opposite way. I built my audience first, and then I created stuff based on what my audience wants and asks me for. That way, when I, have this audience and I built the know, like, and trust factor with them, that is like, I'm super big on that. Your audience, your customers, your clients, they are not going to buy anything from you if they don't know, like, or trust you. So I built that with them first. So then after I did that and, I talked to them and I asked them, what are your needs? What are you trying to accomplish? What do you need help with? Then that allowed me to go and create products, digital products around what they were asking for. So when I launched those products, I already had my audience there. And I had already built that know, like, and trust factor with them. I didn't have to go searching for them like most people do, because I already established that relationship with them and they know, like, and trust me. So it's easier to make sales like that when you already have an audience and you only create what they're asking for. So that was the big game changer for me. Building an audience, talking to them, over delivering, and actually asking them what they want instead of just kind of assuming what they want. And that's what took me way past my goals.
Right. So y'all heard that, right? She said y'all out here assuming what you need to do instead of asking what you need to do. If you ask your clientele what you need to do, you can actually get there. So your clientele can't tell you that they want a red shirt, but you're giving them a blue shirt.
Right. Exactly.
They can't tell you that they want in person, but you're giving them digital. They can't tell you that they want a 3-inch heel, but you're giving them a 6-inch heel.
Exactly.
You have to actually listen to what they say. If you listen to what they say, you'll have Black Girl Magic.
That's right. You sure will.
You'll have Black Girl Magic. Jeremy, what do you feel about the whole situation?
All right. In terms of success, I would say success is it's just a relative term. You can talk to one person and say, "Hey, are you rich?" They can have $100 in their pocket. You talk to somebody else and say, "Are you rich?" They can have $1 million in their pocket. Both of them could think the same thing. In regards to getting to success, I think that in terms of getting to success is working every day, putting your nose down, and just working. After a year, 5 years, 3 years, you look up, hey, I've gotten to this point. I'm better than I was a year ago. I'm better than I was 2-3 years ago. Put your nose back down and keep working. Who knows what success is? There was a painter that I knew several years back. She was an individual artist. I think she did maybe $30,000-$40,000 a year, maybe. I mean, max. For her, that was a great level of success. To somebody else, they may say that's nothing. But I say that term of what did it take you to get there? Just hard work, dedication, desire, determination, and also seek wise counsel. The number one thing that I can say that has helped me get to anywhere that I've gotten is just listening to other people. You can be hard-headed, you can be bullheaded. If you don't listen to other people that have done things, that have gotten to a certain level, you're setting yourself up for failure. If somebody is talking to you and they say, well, two things. Let me retract. If you go to someone, a mentor, and sit down and talk to them, of course, number one, you're going to them because you value their opinion. And then when they tell you something, listen to them. Everybody's not hating on you. Everybody's not mad. Everybody's not pulling you back. Maybe they've done something and they have experience in what they've done, and you're going down that same path. And they're telling you that, maybe you don't need to go down this path. You've not done that. No, you just mad. You just don't want me to just be successful. No, they really don't. They don't care about any of that. They're trying to help you. So you have to have an open mind and open heart. No, if you go to someone and ask them for their opinion, at least value their opinion. If you don't value their opinion, don't go ask them. Go find somebody else. So to say what success looks like and how to get there, just work hard, keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, look out for pitfalls. I tell everybody, do everything the right way. I don't mean if it's taxes, don't cheat on your taxes. Uncle Sam, I'm 46 years old. I've been around 46 years. Uncle Sam has been around 150, 200 years. Uncle Sam got me beat by a long way. Got all of us beat. Don't try to cheat Uncle Sam. They have systems and processes in place. They can catch the hustle. They know the hustle. They know that. If you're out, get your licenses. Do good business. Some contractors say, "Man, don't put the check in my company name. Put it in my personal name." You won't put it in your personal name because your business is not set up correctly. You're doing some shady stuff here or there. And if you deposit the check, they're gonna hold it for 14 days. You can't get your money. Do stuff the right and the proper way. If you want to talk about this, I can sit down and talk to you about this all day long. Once you get set up, you get set up and you set yourself up for success, you're gonna have a long run in doing business. The government wants you to do good business. your local municipalities, they want you to do good business. Once you're set up in the proper way, you're off and running. The benefits of owning a business, I can't even begin to tell you the benefits of being a business owner. I wouldn't do anything any other way besides being a business owner and running a business. It's incredible if you do everything the right way.
All right, so y'all heard all of that information. You got it from the corporate standpoint. You got two business owner standpoint. You have all this information that you can take and actually run with it. Don't think people are hating on you. Don't think people are not trying to see you do better. But when people are above you and they're in different situations, they only want to see you do better. I tell people all the time, you can't go to the bank talking about you made $5,000 and be mad and say they discriminate. They're not discriminating. You said you made $5,000 for the year. So it's different levels to any and everything that you do. So you have to learn how to not only be an entrepreneur, but be an actual business owner. Anybody can start as an entrepreneur. Anybody can actually start a business. But the question is, do you have the work, the net worth, the agility to actually be a business owner? Can you actually run the people that are under you? Can you learn logistics and any and all things that you need to learn? Like, that's part of the process. And so I think we answered all the questions. That is all for the panel. So we are going to take a quick break and then we're going to come back with what, y'all? Y'all ready for it? I know I'm ready for it. We're going to come back with the pitch contest. We're going to see what aspiring business owners would like to do. We want them to come in and tell us about any and all things. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. Give us like 3 to 5 minutes. We'll come back. Any questions that you have, listen. And then we want you to give us feedback on not only our panelists, our judges, but the people that are actually pitching. They want you to come out here. They want you to feel everything we have. So we will see you shortly. Hello. I'm not sure if y'all heard me just a second ago, but if you are just tuning in, my name is Tay Lee, and I am the money maximizer of Never Go Broke. The first half of the session, we did a whole thing with multi-millionaires, business owners, corporate. We gave you all the information you wanted to know from going actually from corporate to business and actually starting your business and to grow. So now we are on the second part of everything, which is the pitch contest. We're doing the pitch contest because I just love pitch contests. I love them. I think they're so awesome. So we have 3 super dope people tonight. They're going to pitch their business to the judges. They are going to get awesome prizes, so we really can't wait for them. So the first person that we'll be having coming up, her name is Andrea. We'll go ahead and bring the judges. The judges are Jay Johnson, J.L. Spratling, and Brian Spencer. They will be judging these people. We chose them for different reasons. They either know money, understand pitches, understand all of it. So tune in. Any comments that you have, post them. We want to hear back from you. And each pitch contestant has 3 minutes. And after the 3 minutes, we will ask them questions. So get ready, y'all. Are y'all ready? I hope you're ready. All right, so we're going to bring up the first contestant. Her name is Andrea. Andrea will have 3.
Hi.
Hello, Andrea. How are you?
Hey, how are you? I'm great.
We are awesome. So you're going to be the first one that comes up. We're going to listen to you today. You have 3 minutes to actually pitch your business. And then after that, they're going to ask you questions. So it's now or never, right?
I'm ready.
Can you hear us, Andrea?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. So when I say go.
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Y'all know this new online stuff is different. Sometimes stuff works and sometimes it doesn't. So I'm going to say go. When I say go, you have 3 minutes to pitch your business. After that, the judges will ask you questions. So are you ready?
I am almost ready. I'm ready.
Okay, so ready?
I'm
On
ready.
your mark.
Can you guys see me?
Yes, we can see you. You're freezing up a little bit.
Okay.
So even if we can't see you, as long as we can see you, that's fine.
Okay, great.
Okay, so ready? On your mark. Get set. Go.
Hey, my name is Andrea Rowe. I am the founder and CEO of So Coast Ministries. In today's society, our youth lack leadership and discipline. Why? Because our youth have been highly influenced by their peers, social media, and negative feedback from their communities, even in their households. And this is where So Close Ministries comes in. Our structured mentor program has an effective business mentoring program has an effective business strategy. Our mission is to minister and dedicate our time to serve youth ages 16 to 21. We ensure that our mentees will find their true purpose in a safe space for sharing, growing, and caring. Our dedicated team spends a large amount of time to help mentees with daily life skills, financial education, creating healthy relationships, building self esteem, and spiritual guidance. We offer one on one virtual and personal mentoring sessions. Our mentees receive 2 free sessions monthly. We host virtual group sessions Sunday through Friday. Each session has its own unique name. For example, Monday sessions are called Get the Bag Monday. Enrolled participants also have access to all recorded sessions. Our hands-on life skills are held every Saturday of each month. Classes are taught by our lead mentors and instructors, and they are all expected to provide hands-on life experiences while teaching each mentee. We teach courses about finance, problem solving, and learning to make the right choices and decisions. Instead of surviving, they will learn how to thrive. Also, we help our mentees make connections for careers and entrepreneurship. Many of our youth lack social skills and they are content with not having enough knowledge to reach their full potential. So these sessions promote an interest in building skills, knowledge, and wisdom to improve their lives. Okay, so what sets So Close apart from everyone else? Our team knows exactly what it feels like to be stuck and really need someone at your most vulnerable time. And we actually care. Our team has over 20 years of experience serving in church, youth departments, schools, and mental health institutions. My inspiration for starting this business is because every single time I get to the finish line and every time it seems like I was about to quit, I was so close to the finish line, but then it seems like I didn't have enough influence. I did not have enough positive influence. So at So Close Ministries, we're going to make sure that not only our mentors survive, but they thrive. Thank you, guys.
Andrea, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hey, this is Jay Spratling. If you will tell me, in regards to revenues, how do you generate funds?
I can't hear you.
How do you generate funds? How do you bring money in to support your cause?
Well, for the Saturday classes, we offer the Saturday classes to young adults 16 to 21, and they are required to pay $25 for each class session every Saturday. We also have grants that we are working on right now and stuff like that.
Okay. Good. Where are you located?
I actually work, but I actually meet my mentees one-on-one at the Pink Suite in Trustville.
Okay. All right.
That's where we also hold our Saturdays.
Okay.
Hey, Ms. Rowe, this is Jay Johnson. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you?
Fantastic. Question. Are you set up as a 501c3 or for-profit?
We are not set up as neither one.
Okay. So so what do you plan? Like what's your plan? Do you plan to set up as a 501c3 nonprofit or for-profit?
I would do the for-profit instead of the 501c.
Okay. All right. And what made you choose that route?
Well, because with 501c, I wanted to make sure that I could get more funding instead of like donations are okay. But with the 501c, there's a lot of regulations with states and stuff like that. So I didn't want to go that route.
Okay, I understand that. And then you talked about the 20 years of experience of individuals that work with you and your students. What are your qualifications? Like, what is your skill set, your experience, and then what's your passion?
Okay, so I worked in mental health and behavior in a behavior hospital for 6 years. So that's where most of my training came from. Then also I go to different high schools and I mentor students in the high school. But my passion came from me being that teenager, me being that young adult that needed that. And then I just noticed that so many children, I was attracted to so many young adults in the community, my children's friends, and they always listened to me, and they took my advice. So that's basically where my passion came from. Just not wanting to see our youth, you know, make the same mistakes that we had to make.
Awesome. And my last question is you're about metrics. Like, how do you measure the success of your students in your program? How do you measure?
Okay, so with the one-on-one sessions, we have one-on-one sessions that are either personal or virtual. So I keep track of their growth. They all have journals and they keep track of their growth from the first day we started. Now with the group sessions, the reason why we have the group sessions is so that each young adult can actually see the insides of each other's lives, so they can compare and contrast to help them, you know, become more successful. So we do that Sunday. So I'm basically in them for 45 minutes 6 days a week. So that's, you know, and we speak and we talk and share, you know, experiences and how they're growing, and we
Awesome.
report this as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Good job.
Yeah. Hey, Andrea, last question, real quick, just to follow up. Where do you see yourself and your company in the next 3 to 5 years?
Oh wow. In the next 3 to 5 years, our goal is to make sure that we have a center that where we have everything that our young adults need, from computer classes to shelves. I want to bring entrepreneurs in this from the city. So from on the Saturday classes, that's how we start that up. I want to make sure, I want to have entrepreneurs and successful people in the city coming in, actually teaching these young adults everything that they. So we'll have different things set up in the community center where the young adults are able to come in and get everything that they need. As a plethora of things. We want to have all resources.
Gotcha. So everybody thank Andrea for coming on. Thank you so much. We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we will have our second contestant that is coming up. I hope she is ready. Are you ready? I hope you're ready.
I'm ready.
Ready.
Yes.
Her name is JC. So let's hear what JC has to say. The judges are here and ready for everything you have to say.
Awesome. Well, have you ever found yourself rushing through the door after a hard day's work and you realize that you have neither meal prepped or meal planned, but you're hungry? Maybe just you, or you have a family that's waiting on you to feed them. Well, you did remember that there's something defrosted in the refrigerator, just not quite sure what to do with it. Well, that is where Caravan Spice Company comes into play. Hi, my name is Casey Venning, and I am the founder and the chief curator of our seasoning blends. I grew up the baby of 10. My mother never cooked a day in her life, never even boiled water. My father was the middle of 8 and was a Navy cook in World War II. And he was a carpenter, and he loved to build homes and edifices, but also relationships through meals. And so not only did he feed our family, but he fed the neighbors and the entire block. Well, after my father's passing, my mother realized she needed to do more than just learn how to boil water. She needed to learn how to cook, but definitely spoiled by my father's flavorful meals. And so I watched my mother go to the cabinet and get really overwhelmed by all of the individual seasonings and spices and herbs and not really sure how to use them. And I thought to myself, it should be so easy for someone, no matter their age, or how inexperienced they are, to grab that one thing that they would need in order to make sure that they had a meal that both them and their family would enjoy. And that's where Caravan Spice Company was birthed out of the desire to make it easy to cook. Look, in this pandemic, about 45% more people are cooking, and 75% are saying that they're more confident in the kitchen. And that comes from knowing what to do. We have stuff like all you can eat, which you can use to it is that you are using to cook with. And our goal is to make sure that it stays affordable for you. At $9.99 a bottle, you get about 25 to 30 meals per bottle. And so whether it's the Gullah Gullah seasoning, as I pull on my Gullah Geechee roots, or even if it's about our Southern East Coast roots, having grown up on the Chesapeake Bay, whatever it is that you need, we want to make sure that we have a blend for you where you can go and grab just what you need. Maybe this tastes like chicken as you perfect your golden fried chicken wing to make it easy for you to know that you've presented yourself and your family a meal that you will absolutely enjoy. Thank you.
All right, so she has finished. Who has questions first?
Hey, this is Brian.
Hey.
Hold on, let me also take a lot of reverb.
Good. Oh.
Okay.
Brian, you're breaking up.
No, I was saying I had a lot of reverb earlier. So, actually, I want to hear about your story and your passion. I heard about all the things you're saying you're doing now, but I think about business from a standpoint of sustainability.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it about you that I heard about you, but if someone comes with the same model, same et cetera, how is it that you're going to put up barriers of entry for the others and barriers of exit for yourself, meaning your stickiness with the consumer? So how do you think about that?
Yes, I think the best thing for me to do is to stay in my lane. A lot of times people come out of the gate trying to be all things to all people, and they are not really well equipped yet or haven't identified their target market as a new company, as they're beginning to expand or make sure that they take care of the corner of the market that they have been able to execute. And so for me, it's about staying true to what flavors and seasoning blends that stick to a story that I can tell and a passion. I'm Geechee by heritage. I grew up on the Chesapeake Bay. And so I'm not trying to create seasonings or blends for the entire world to use. I want to stay true to what I know as my market base and my consumer base begins to grow, and let them then inform me of what it is that they would like to see. All of our blends are handmade and hand blended. We take different spices and we mix and blend them based on what we need to really speak to the flavors that we're talking about. And so as people have needs or ideas and we're able to survey and taste test, we then will add to our blends based on what our consumer base wants. And so that is how I plan on keeping my corner of the market coveted, so to speak, and not feeling as though I'm trying to be all things to all people.
So sorry for taking up more time. Personal curiosity, what have you found through the experiment of letting people taste your blends and all those things?
Sure. With our all you can eat, at first I was just using it as a marinade, as a seasoning that you would use prior to cooking. And my customers came back and said, I've sprinkled it on my salads and on my popcorn and on my fries and on top of my cooked food. And what we realized is that it really is not just an all-purpose seasoning, but a multi-purpose seasoning. And so allowing them to then inform how they've taken it and made it theirs has allowed us to then show or use a different way of marketing it. And that one thing alone has already created 3 other products in the making just from the different uses that they're already using.
Oh, that's great. Thank you for indulging me in that. And one of the things I would say just for all the entrepreneurs, the thing that we don't use the most of is analytics. We need to use analytics. If you think about it from every industry you talked about and heard about, they're always using some type of analytics or data probing or whatever it may be. So thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Casey. We have one more tonight. We have one more person that's going to come in and she's going to give her business. So we're going to bring Joy in. Let's bring Joy in so she can tell us all about her business.
Hello, everyone. Forgot to take the mic off mute. Good evening, everyone. Black women are 3 times more likely to leave their jobs and start a business. Generally, this decision is fueled either by necessity or frustration because they're looking for ways to escape their experience in the traditional workspace. These experiences often include the expectation that they show up, work harder, earn less, and receive little to no exposure, mentorship, development, or promotional opportunities. Unfortunately, escaping their jobs has not proven entirely effective in helping them escape this experience. On average, Black women's businesses generate between 2 and 5 times less than businesses owned by other groups of women, and they take longer to grow and expand the capacity of their businesses. As a result, Black women are still working harder and earning less, even as the CEOs of their own businesses. Now that we've identified the problem, let's discuss the solution. Hi, my name is Joy Pittman, and I am the founder of JVP Legacy. JVP is a human resource consulting firm that actually focuses on people. Our services help small business owners build and develop their team so they can focus on growing their businesses and building their legacies. Additionally, we are the facilitators of the Boss Up Your Business community, where we provide free and paid group coaching for Black entrepreneurs. While we're clear our services and offerings can help any small business, supporting Black women is where we find our greatest joy. Leveraging my 15 plus years of experience in human resources and the experience of my team in areas of operations, finance, and marketing, JVP provides an array of services, including leadership development and training for new leaders and first-time managers. We also support these leaders in placing the right bodies in the right seats and keeping them there, helping them identify, design, align, and fill the positions they need with capable people who fit the culture of their businesses. Currently, our top-selling offerings are our group coaching memberships for entrepreneurs and professionals and our Level Up and Lead small business development package. Over the next 3 to 5 years, we plan to continue expanding our direct services to include payroll and skills-based staff training. Additionally, what I think makes us stand out and makes JVP so effective is that we are entirely owned and operated by Black women. Our clients have found an added value in receiving support from individuals who care, understand, have navigated, and are willing to speak to their unique experiences. Summarily, we understand that people build businesses, and so JVP has made it its mission to build people.
Excellent. Joy, Jay Johnson here. How you doing?
How are you?
Good. Excellent. Thank you so much for sharing your business with us. Quick question. How can a business that may need help find you? What is your marketing strategy? And discuss a little bit about your market segmentation. The strategy as a whole.
The last part, after you said segmentation, what was the last part?
Yeah, like discuss your market, like just your segmentation. Like how can someone find you, and then how do you plan to expand in your 3 to 5 year growth plan?
So currently, we're doing a lot of word of mouth traffic. So people are referring us within their networks. We're also a member of professional organizations, including SHRM. We're leveraging our LinkedIn traffic, and we're also part of masterminds and groups where our target market predominantly is going to get support and services. Ideally, we're also leveraging our Instagram. We have a person that's helping us with our Instagram and social media campaigning. We've recently started launching ads on Facebook. We're still testing those to see what is giving us the best yield, but that's where we are as far as marketing currently. With regards to growing, essentially, we've already started working on identifying individuals who are providing services in the areas of payroll and development, and working on identifying how we can either make them a full component of the JVP brand or work to create collaborative packages with them that allow us to provide the full services, using JVP as pretty much as the project manager and overseer to make sure we can provide those services. We're also a certified minority woman-owned business enterprise in New York and New Jersey. And so we've been using those databases also to find areas where we can use that to our advantage and get into with organizations that are looking for organizations like us.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Jay Spratling here. A real quick question. How do you feel how do you like the direction of your company, and what pieces would you pull in, or what people or pieces would you pull in to help ensure your success and to make yourself more successful? What parts do you need to help to foster that growth?
Gotcha. So right now, if I was looking at it from a internal building infrastructure perspective, I would be looking for recruiters and people that can do that work. A lot of what I know about talent development is around the people structuring and development, but people need a body and a seat. And so we want to make sure that happens effectively, but we also need to get the bodies there. So I would be looking to add recruiting. We also would need additional technology, use of systems. We have to buy into systems so that we can do some ATS tracking and really understand how we can pull all of our clients into a database or into a space that works for them best. So those would be our main two focuses in the immediate future, is developing our technology infrastructure and bringing on some recruiters that can support us in actually filling those seats.
Good stuff, good stuff. So that wraps up the pitch. Thank you so much, Joy. You did an awesome job tonight. We are going to let the judges fall to the back and pick the winner, because we have so much stuff tonight for the people that actually pitch. They don't even know. They're like, well, what do I get? We're going to give you everything that you need to get. And I'm super duper excited about it. So we're going to take a quick break, go use the restroom, drink some water, change the pamper, do whatever it is you need to do. We're going to come back, give you a quick break so we can actually pick the pitch contest winner. So we have Andrea, we have Casey, and we have Joy. Start thinking about right now, like, which one do you feel like should win this pitch contest tonight? Because they both gave awesome information about their business. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. Once again, my name is Tay Lee, and I am the Money Maximizer. Hello. We're waiting for everybody to come back in. That's everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all of us. I was like, we're missing somebody, but no, we're not. So the judges have deliberated, right? They have deliberated. They have picked a winner. And so while we're doing this, we're gonna pick a winner, but they're still gonna give you all a quick critique of how they felt about everything. And then I'm gonna tell you all what you win. And then it's gonna be over. Did y'all enjoy this tonight? They like, oh no, I'm not sure. We had people in the audience, they were just naming people that they felt like should win. So we are gonna go ahead and give the winner. Which judge would like to tell who the winner is? All right, so we got Jay Johnson. He's gonna tell who the winner is. Who is the winner, and tell us why.
Well, first and foremost, to all the candidates, I think you women did a phenomenal job. Like, it's tough to get up and pitch your business, especially to not only individuals on a panel, but to the internet, to the world, and everyone that's watching you. And I think all three of you ladies have an amazing company. I think y'all have amazing missions, and I love it. I personally want to thank you because I enjoyed learning more about you, your company, and what you're looking to do. And I just want to thank you, and I want to encourage you, and just understand that, the judges and I, we had conversations, and, the person that we picked to win, we just felt was most prepared and done the best. But we do want to offer, a little bit of critique for everyone. And it's just to kind of help you all grow, only because I think what you got is going to be transformative in your area. So without further ado, after conferring with the judges, we felt that the business that was best represented was JVP Legacy. We think JVP Legacy just had a very clear and concise plan. We understood your mission, your goals. Your website was very clean. We're just really proud of what you're looking to do. And I just think that you were by far the best in this situation, in this contest.
Thank you.
Madeline, did you have anything to say about Joy?
Really enjoyed all the everybody that presented. Everything was very well laid out. We saw that her presentation had a little bit more defined plan on the back end for that long-term growth. I love to cook. I love to grill. I love being in the kitchen. I'm definitely going to buy your spices, and I want to reach out. I want to reach out to you and get some of your spices so I can use them in my own kitchen or whatnot. And I would love to talk to you about that. And I call it the 1 to 5 and the 5 to 10. I'd love to talk to you about getting from that you're at the 1 to 5 to get you to that 5 to 10, that next level, to make that a little bit more defined to get there. You have a great process, great path. Your presentation was good. And we just need to tweak a little bit more to get you there, and we can definitely do that. To all the presenters, hey, great job, guys. All three of you all did a really, really good job.
All right. Jay, do you have anything to say about Casey?
Yes. I think that your spices, first off, I think you are very well versed in your field. I love your passion. I love your story. You won me by connecting me to, your mom, your dad. I thought that was just amazing. I felt like I got a chance to know you, and that's the key thing. One thing that made me a little bit apprehensive is you didn't mention anything about your growth plan and dealing with distribution. With someone who has a business that will be going into, let's say if a large big box store like Walmart called you and said, hey, we want your spices on our rack, could you really fill that order? And I think a lot of businesses who are in, the retail has the vision to do so and want it, but then when that big retailer called, they can't fill those needs and those orders, and they end up going under because they can't meet it. And that's the only thing that I wanted to hear from you. I wanted to know what was your distribution plan if a large, a large store retailer came for you. But other than that, phenomenal. I want to buy some of your spice too. I'm game.
All right. And then last but not least, we have Andrea. give us some info on Andrea. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Andrea, I think I love your mission, and let me just let you know it. I was a little bit more critical on you because we're in the same industry. Like I have a business where I help kids get into college, and then also looking to break into the workforce development. And it's crazy because my business is in Trustville, so you're literally right up the street from me, literally 7 minutes from where I am for where you host your kids. And I think that you have a good vision, but your plan was not clear. Like you're going after grants, but yet you're charging students. So that's why I asked, are you a 501c3 or are you trying to be a for-profit? And you have to be very clear and concise when you're going after that. But I will tell you this, there's an opportunity where you can kind of be both. You can become what they call a B corporate. And what that is, where it's benefit corporation, where you can actually be a for-profit business with non-profit capability, so you can receive grants without the regulations of a nonprofit. And so for me, it's a lot of things that your plan just was not as concise as I would like it. So what I will do is I will sit down with you personally and I will help you map this out. Like I will help you go over your plan and whatever you want to do. And we can look at your growth strategy and how to help you grow this, because you're empowering the youth. And the in-school, out-of-school youth between 16 and 24 is critical. So the only thing I didn't see was I didn't understand your plan and what you're trying to do with your company, and I'm willing to help you out with that with no problem.
All right, Jeremy Spratling, what is your feedback?
Yeah, Andrew. Yeah, I love what you're doing. I love your mission. I love your process. I'm good with it. From what it sounds to me, you're a little newer in business, and that just comes with the territory, finding your way, finding your path, finding your vision, and knowing long term what you want to do. Getting with the right people, getting with the right processes, the right systems, and putting those things in place. Getting grants with what you do, man, that's great. But also, like Jay was saying, you need to figure out if you want to be a 501c3 or if you want to be a for-profit company, not for profit or for profit. Get that figured out, and that'll let us know the direction and path that you need to go down. And based off that, you can start doing some other things in your business that'll give you a little bit clear direction, a little bit clear guidance, and a little bit clear vision on what you want to do. Like I said, just stay true to your mission, stay true to your vision, and everything is going to work out for you. It seems like you have the passion and the desire, like we talked about before, to be successful in what you're doing. If you hold true to that, get some of those infrastructure things put in place that you want to do. The 501c3 or for-profit, not-profit, figure that part out. Then I think that'll take you, that'll put you in contact with the people that you need to be in contact with, take you to the levels that you want to get to. Stay true to your mission. Don't give up. It's going to get hard. Business is not hard. It's not easy, and that's for all three of you all. If you get tired at night, just go to bed, get some rest, wake up the next morning, take a deep breath, brush your teeth, take a shower, and start all over again. Be refreshed, be renewed, and keep going. I've been doing this for 15 years. Every time I have a hard day, man, I can't wait to go to bed, but I can't wait to wake up so I can fix the problems that I had the day before and get those better so I can be more successful and more progressive the next day going forward. So keep that in your heart, keep that in your head. Everybody's going to be all right.
All right, so great feedback. Did you all give Joy any feedback on why she won? I'm not sure. I just wanted to verify.
Yeah, I think I did. I did, but just to let you know, like I said, Joy, I like your growth plan. I think, like I said, you were very clear and concise. Your website matches what you said in your pitch. I think you have a great vision for your company, and I believe that with the right tools and coming in place with the right people, it just makes sense. Plus, you have the capability of being virtual as well. So therefore, your business have no boundaries. And I believe that, if a lot of businesses come to you and they say they want you, they want to work with your company, you can actually fulfill those obligations with them because of your experience and your team experience and the simple fact that you have no walls. That was it. If I had to invest money, you have no walls and I can see a return. And I think one thing I would suggest is just be very clear on your pricing, just so that way we'll know how much you're charging individuals and how you're making your money. So that way, I know one mistake that I made when when I pitched, they showed me was, I mean, they told me it was amazing, was I was underselling my product. I was underselling my skill set. And so although I was trying to make money and get my company thriving and going, still in the beginning baby phase, I had to realize that if people want my time, they got to pay for it. And they're not paying for your service, they're paying for your experience. And that's it.
All right. Did you have anything to say, Jeremy?
That's true. I can only ditto what Jay said. Like I said, a lot of times people, they pay for what they don't know. They pay for your experience. They pay for your time. They pay for what they don't know. And a lot of times you can go Google something, but if you Google something, it's going to pull up 1,000 things. You don't know which one to point to. But if you go to someone that says, no, it's the one thing you need, I will pay you for that. And the job is done. People pay you. They pay you for what they don't know. So stay true to that. Keep making money.
All right. So look, I hope you all enjoyed everything tonight. We got you some panel information. We got you the winner, Joy. But guess what? Besides Joy winning, you know, she gets these sessions with any one of these entrepreneurs that she wants to have it with. She gets these sit down sessions. She's gonna like grow me better, and then she's gonna come on next year and be like, y'all remember that time when I pitched? But now I made it. So I'm super duper excited about that. But besides that, you thought that was the only gift, right? Right. So, you know, in my mind, you know, you may be rich. You never know. You may be rich. So we're gonna give you a monetary value.
Thank you.
And so if you roll your eyes, just give it back, okay? Because we won't. So besides you picking the session on whoever you want to have the session with, we are gonna give you $350. One, two.
Good stuff. It's my first pitch contest, so we have
three, and then 100 minus 50 because I didn't have no 50s. My bad. So we're gonna give you $350 to wherever you wanted to go to because you are the winner. You did super duper awesome. This was your first pitch contest, and you ain't stopped. You have no problem, and they picked you as the winner. So you will be able to pick any person that you want to have sessions with, along with $350 of your choice to go wherever you wanted to go to. Because we want to see you.
Hey, Tay, can I do this? Along with your $350, can I match that $350 to give to her?
Of course.
Let's do that.
We'll match it. So $350 plus $350.
And Tay, I'll put $350 in on that too.
And Tay, Brian said he'll do $350 as well.
Oh, look at God. Let me use my calculator because I can't count because it's late. Let me not be trying to figure stuff out. And y'all be on here like she don't know what to talk about. So that's $1,400 that goes towards you and your business. And then you get a session. So whoever you want to choose, you get a session. Like, how dope is that? Like, how super duper duper dope is that?
I'm looking real excited. I'm sleep deprived. I had a law school final right before this pitch. So I took a 4-hour test. So I'm sitting here trying to I'm really appreciative. This was an amazing process, and I'm glad I didn't chicken out. I Brooklyned up. It came through and did it. So and I appreciate your time. You guys didn't have to take the time to do this or invest in my business. So thank you so much.
Look at that. She said she Brooklyn up, y'all.
I don't know. I was a little nervous this morning. I was like, I don't know if I can make it, but I'm glad I pushed through and I'm excited. So thank you so much.
I'm super excited for you because when she called me earlier, she was like, I got this final and I don't know if I'm gonna make it. And I've been in law school trying to get it. I was like, girl, we're gonna change everything so you can do this. Like, you've been working hard for this. This like is everything. Like, this is what net worth is. Like, this is what it's all about. Like, you connecting with people that can make you better. You connecting with people that can just show you the way and the path to like upgrade. So I'm super duper excited.
I do too. Thank you.
Yeah. So let's put Joy on forefront because Joy is the winner. Yeah. Give like your 10-second thank you or like I won.
My 10-second I won. I think everybody that tuned in, I think everybody that took time to be a judge. Again, I always believe that people's investment in time, you can make money back, you can't make time back. So when people invest their time in us, I'm always so grateful. And get your carving spices because they really are good. I've had it. So make sure you support and get spices. But yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Y'all, we had technical difficulties. We were supposed to start at 7. We started like 7:40. But you know, we made it. You know, everything's okay. Everything is digital now, like not how it was before. So I am super duper duper thankful for everybody that tuned in tonight. I hope you enjoyed Network to Net Worth. We will be doing this every other month. We will be doing the pitches every other month. So get ready for your pitches if you have never done them before. Get ready for the lessons that you have never done before, because we have them for you. We will have them for you for the rest of the year. I am super duper excited about it. One thing I want to tell you all, if you are trying to figure out how to get your finances in order, you're trying to figure out how to get your money right, you're trying to figure out how to do everything, we are giving you planners and coaching sessions, okay? You can go to taylee.online/moneysuccess20. It is $97. You will get a planner and you will get a coaching session just to make yourself better and do all the things that you need to do. We love you. We are super duper grateful that you joined in tonight. We know it's a little longer than usual. It happens. But, you know, first half was the music so you can get your mojo going. And the rest of it was just learning and understanding that your net work changes your net worth. Do you see how she went from $350 to $1,400 in less than 2 minutes? Do y'all see that? That don't happen every day. It doesn't happen every day. So once again, my name is Taylee, and I am the money maximizer, finder of Never Go Broke. We have the planner and a coaching session for $97. Taylee.online/moneysuccess20. Thank you all for tuning in. We will see you next time. Like and share. Tell a friend. We love you all. Bye.